Okay, so what exactly are the particle sizes that we see with each type of sediment? Well, here's a small chart that gives you the name of some common sediments and their sizes. And you should be able to guess as to whether or not you would find these sediments in a pelagic or neritic environment or in the hybrid zone. Gravel is a large sediment, anywhere from 2 millimeters up to 256 millimeters, and you can move that to inches if you like, 2.54 centimeters in an inch. So anyway, um, you get the idea that you can have pebbles, cobbles, and boulders. People probably have a pretty good idea of what those mean. So would you think that that is going to be a neritic or a pelagic sediment? If you said neritic, then you're right. Yeah, because it's too large to be carried off into the deep sea because there's not enough energy in the fluid that's transporting it to keep it afloat. So it will fall out of the fluid and begin sedimentation very close, if not within the river itself. Sand is the next one we have there, and you can see that it goes through a fairly large range from very coarse to very fine. And sand is going to be another one that you find in neritic. Maybe some of the very fine sand you're going to find out in that neritic pelagic hybrid zone, but for the most part, sand is going to be a neritic sediment. And again, because its size means that it is too large and too heavy to be carried by the relatively slow and weak currents that would allow it to move out into the very deep parts of the ocean. These particles will typically sink before they get way out there. Now down at the bottom you've got mud, which the two types of sediments in mud are silt and clay. Very, very, very small. And these two you would find out in the pelagic zone, right? Because these are so small that they stay aloft with very, 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 very little energy. So they're able to stay in the water column for a very long time past the mouth of the river, past the continental shelf slope, and into the rise. So they would be the ones that you would find out in the pelagic zone.